Europe is going right, and the after effects are clearly visible. The change in political leadership in Italy has paved the way for a new age of policy dynamics in the region. Europe has undoubtedly been a prosperous region for quite some time. However, the presence of gutless leaders who influenced an atmosphere of impractical tolerance hollowed the security of the continent. Although dynamics are about to change, and it would actually be a good thing for Europe. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I am your host Ananya Sharma. Let's begin. Switzerland and Austria have reportedly decided to start working together in order to effectively curb illegal migration. The Federal Councillor of Switzerland, Karin Keller-Sutter, and the Minister of Interior of Austria, Gerhard Karner, agreed on September 28 to work on a joint approach that would help the two countries control and prevent illegal migration. You see, illegal migration has been a major problem for the European continent for as long as one could remember. Political instability in the Middle East and Africa has often unleashed a swarm of refugees onto the European states, which feel obligated to support the foreigners in accordance with international laws. Supporting vulnerable migrants is undoubtedly a job every state should gladly undertake, but there needs to be a line that needs to be drawn. Foreign affairs orchestrate events that force mass migration into the European states, thereby weakening the continent as a whole. Illegal migrants are known to wreak havoc on the very countries that adopt them. They often feel that they are entitled to ask the states to support them and make policy that favors them instead of people who have been part of the nation for centuries. The whole of the European continent, stretching from Spain to Greece, has been highly affected by mass migration. However, Spain and Portugal's now tightened migration rules had created issues for nations deep into European territories. Italy, however, is a no-go place for illegal migrants now, with the champion Meloni into power. You see, this creates a problem for the refugees who now witness themselves being refused from multiple avenues. Moreover, the refugees prefer to get into economically and politically stable nations. You see, the majority of migrants from Africa previously used to look for refuge in Italy and Spain.
Going against the high and mighty has its own pitfalls. Our main YouTube channel, TFI Global, has been banned for a week. It could be banned forever. Hence, we are urging you in every video to download our apps. Apple users can go to App Store and type TFI Global and install. Android users can go to the link in the description, download and install the APK. Don't get spooked by the security message. It's a standard Android feature. Yes, we have been banned on Google. Download and help us survive, because if we survive, we won't let the cabal survive.
Well, now with the mentioned nations not being an option, the refugees could possibly look for places surrounding the Adriatic Sea. And now, most of the states surrounding the area, like Albania and Montenegro, are not sound enough to welcome incoming refugees. In that case, the migrants would undoubtedly look towards much safer places in the north. This evidently places Switzerland and Austria at an increased risk of mass migration, and that is exactly why the two nations have come up with this joint effort to protect their interests. The authorities explain that illegal migration has increased significantly in recent months, especially on the Balkan route, and noted that the joint approach was needed in order to prevent similar scenarios in the future. Minister of Interior of Austria, Gerhard Karner, stated that the action plan is an important signal that Switzerland and Austria are sending out together in the fight against illegal migration and smuggling. This challenge can only be solved through close cooperation and acting in partnership. Both nations have reportedly endeavored to launch a joint effort through cooperation in patrols in cross-border rail traffic. Switzerland and Austria will evaluate the implementation of the action plan by the end of this year, and then it will propose further measures if needed. Hence, it is clear that Switzerland and Austria are closing their doors for illegal immigrants.